Live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Out of Fuel Simracing. We're a Le Mans Ultimate League based in North America. I'm Nitin Murthy. I will be your host tonight. I'm joined in the commentary booth by Jesse Olson and Tuna Fortunato. Gentlemen, welcome to this fine race, shall we say. How are you guys feeling about tonight?
Great to be back. Thanks for having me in, Tuna. Great to see you again.
Hey, great to be here. Unfortunate I can't race tonight, but it's awesome to be here with you guys.
Unfortunate for you, but fortunate for everybody else out there listening to this broadcast.
Tuna has got a lot of fans for his commentary. We'd love to see it, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. And tonight's race is at the Circuit de Paul Ricard, which evokes some mixed emotions among racing fans and sim racers alike. There's obviously an intersection between the two, but that's beyond the scope of the discussion. A pretty technical track, especially in this sim. Very difficult to do anything more than a single line through this track, which goes as follows. We head down the start-finish straight with that pit lane at the near the middle of your of the track map. To the first chicane, pretty long-ish chicane. Really important to get your track limits nailed down to extract time through there. From there, we head down a short straight towards a rather technical Mickey Mouse section almost, to borrow an F1 term. Couple of really tight corners, and again, very important to just carry just the right amount of speed, otherwise you're either too slow or you spin out. Virage du Camp especially, a very slow right-hander, but important to get it right because it basically sets up for the corner leading onto the straight. So you have a chance to lose a lot more time than you think heading down the Mistral straight. From there, we head down to the chicane north. In addition, this particular layout has, of course, been used in F1s with the chicane, and chicane's a bit of a tricky one. You wanna slow up, but to set up Mistral straight 2, but that leaves you vulnerable to a dive bomb or two. Down the straight 2, we head to Senior, a very fast right-hander, bit of a lift in the GT3s almost. I think you can take this close to flat out in the LMP2s, although I'm not sure. I'm not a P2 driver. From there, we head down to the double right-hander of De Beausset. And another tricky one where you're almost steering more with your pedals than with your steering. And then you head to the left of to a very long left-hander, Virage de Bendot. Again, very late apex, very long corner. And you head down a short curve to the right and head to the final two corners, Virage de la Tour and Virage du Pont. Also very important to get right because get it wrong and you're losing time all the way down the start-finish straight, and that leaves you vulnerable in the first corner.
You know, Nitin, all these corners have very nice sounding names. I don't think a single one of these corners is nice.
I hope they sound nice because I completely butcher my French. So. I absolutely butchered the pronunciation of every single one of these.
You sound great. Trust me.
You speak the best French in this.
I think Jesse is right on this.
Tonight's race, of course, the Multiclass Championship. A quick round on the format before we head to the standings. The Multiclass Championships, 25-minute qualifying, which we'll get into in a moment. A 55-minute race with double tire and fuel usage. So it's basically like a 1 hour, 50-minute endurance race. No tire warmers, and this race is going to be one of strategy. So I think the chatter I've heard is that a one-stop may be possible. Although I don't know if I'd put my money into the one-stop, or maybe go for a cheeky two-stop.
That does sound crazy. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, and we can also go have a quick look at our standings. Currently in the LMP2 UR category, so that's our prototype class. Greg Kachadurian leading the way with 200 points, 4 wins out of the first 5 rounds. So showcasing some typical Greg dominance. He is, of course, pretty heavily ballasted tonight, and this not really a fan of this track, although I don't think there are many of those. Close behind him in the championship, James Rubio, the only other race winner this season, but been very consistent. Has got a couple of podiums here and there, and he's just kind of picked up the pieces where he can. So he's still within reach with 3 rounds remaining. Hans Montez in third on 167, followed by Ryan Balloon on 160, and from here again, quite a close field. Brian Green in fifth on 159, Don Bailey in sixth on 156. Michael Landry follows with 151, and Nathan Size right behind him on 150. From there, Abe Wozniak in 9th on 136, Chris McLennan in 10th on 134, and Michael Quant is on 103 points, although having missed a race more than these guys, so doing a bit of catching up to the back of that field.
Yeah, Greg's got a commanding lead on the field here. I mean, you can see his drop round is pretty high up too, but he's going to be vulnerable tonight. And keep an eye out, like you said, for James. He's been kind of a slow burn all season. He's not. I'm not gonna say he's not a great start. He's good at his starts. He comes on strong towards the end of races. We've seen that from James. He got to win that way. We've seen it all season. So maybe he can, kind of build on that momentum and take something to Greg. It'll be tough though. It'll be tough. But if he's got an opportunity, it's definitely tonight.
Yeah, and I am hearing that I have put a ballast in the standings, but I didn't really bring that up too much. I am hearing that there may be some technical issues where there is no ballast tonight. So we may
pick up Greg live commentary on that one.
Wow.
We could just like force Greg into the booth that is his BOP.
Be the happiest person you've ever heard.
I'm pretty sure we would get kicked off YouTube if we did that. So let's not do that. But anyways, moving on from our LMP2 field to the GT3 field. We got a very close battle in the top 3 still. Last round, if you cast your minds back, these 3 were tied. The gap hasn't changed all that much, though they had pretty mixed fortunes in the race before. William Mangrum still leads on 188 points, being able to use that round as... Well, he's leading the round. He's leading the championship anyway. I might have to redo my math on that on those points. But following him right behind, 3 points behind, Guillermo Perret. And 3 points behind him is Dakota Botello. These 3, of course, allegedly without ballast tonight. So we'll probably see them heading up the field. But we got a few more contenders now. So we'll see how that pans out. Grayson Head in 4th, and sitting comfortably there on 152. About 21 points ahead of Parker Thomas in 5th. Dustin Rand in 6th on 122, and right behind him, Ross McLean on 120. Harrison Miller and Matthew Canelli are tied for 8th on 114 points. And Javi Tellez rounds out our top 10 with 111.
I do want to bring up, Netten, I'm pretty sure that I am actually in the top 10 now. So your reevaluations, maybe next week it'll show up, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you are. 10. You are. I just excluded drivers who signed out of the championship. So.
Oh right.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Maybe we can bring if no one overtakes you for the top 10, I will put you in there. For sure.
Yeah, I think when you look at these top 3 last week, we thought it was going to be interesting how it would shake out. Their ballast put them further back in the field, and like I said, they all sort of had their own little trials and tribulations of last week's race, but it didn't separate them that much. And if the ballast system is going to work for tonight, then that's probably going to put these 3 at an advantage to go battle it out front. And if we see these guys up front battling, we could, see them racing in a little bit of clean air. I think that gets real interesting. And don't discount Grayson or Parker. Parker especially, his pace has been great lately. It's definitely improved. Look for either one of those 2 guys to get in there and mix it up with those 3.
Yeah, and we also have some of the drivers who joined a little bit halfway through the championship, but are still very fast. Avi Ganti is on. Got Casey Jackman. I'm looking at the practice standings right now. Switch. Head down to standings. So yeah, Casey and Avi are right up there. Well, the time's going to show up in a moment, but they're pretty typically up there.
We got some hot shoes in for tonight with Avi, that's for sure.
Yeah, of course. P2 in the sprint race yesterday, only finishing just behind Hayden Baker, who to hold on for the win. Hayden unable to make it tonight. But yeah,
I think that race last night was almost won in turn 1.
Yeah.
It really was. They say you can't win a race in turn 1, but I think Avi lost that race in turn 1 last night. Those two were just after the first couple turns, they were just a second off of each other perpetually for all 3 minutes. I mean, Avi's pace was fantastic. I think he just got caught a little bit on the start, and I'd like to see him capitalize on what he missed last night. He's going to be wanting the W pretty bad. I mean, he was less than a second away from getting it last night. So,
dude, that's interesting that you bring that up. I mean, is it that hard to pass at this track that it almost like kind of sets the stage on that first lap? Do you think?
I think it is. I haven't done a lot of laps in this sim on this track, but I have in other sims. It's tough when you have the chicane in the middle of the straight like it is, like the one we're using tonight.
Yeah.
You almost have 4 straightaways on this course, and none of them are long enough to really get the move done, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you either can't get that higher top speed to execute a little bit of the draft,
yeah,
or the longer braking distance to try to outbrake somebody. And then, the way the corners are kind of set up, yeah, the car is kind of, with the way they shift their weight, you really need to be on one line so you can move the weight around through the corners to get the best exit speed. So it's extremely tough to pass here.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, if you try to send too much speed into a corner, like, you're literally just going to get pushed out way too wide and then inevitably succumb to slower times, right? So it definitely is a factor, I believe. It's just interesting that you bring it up, and I appreciate it for sure.
I think the downside, I mean, one of the biggest downside of this track is, I mean, I guess it's the upside, is the safety factor, but there's no repercussion for other. I mean, if you do mess something up, you're not really penalized. You can just cut the track or do whatever you need to do, and maybe you get a track cut penalty. And there may be guys who have trouble keeping it clean tonight. That's something else to consider. Because there are places you can cut if you're trying to be aggressive, and it's a long race, but it's still, these guys are going to be pushing like crazy, so I don't expect them to lay off the track boundaries at all.
Yeah, my 2 cents on the matter is I've done this track mostly, briefly in the F1 game, but mostly in Assetto Corsa Competizione. The big difference I see is that you can take one line in LMU. In ACC, you can kind of make the GT3s hang out on multiple lines through like some of these longer corners, like double right-hander, Le Bousset. You can definitely see like the mid-engine cars maybe send it and they somehow make it stick. But in this game, no car is going to make that inside line stick perfectly. Like if you hang it around the outside, you're going to get ahead no matter what. So it kind of takes the... it makes it impossible to battle if you can't take a different line through the corner to get alongside the car. I guess that adds an extra element of, managing of. It really makes it so
it's definitely a tricky track. I mean, there's just no boundaries, but it doesn't take away any of its effective difficulty. And I think that's what frustrates a lot of people with it. Is it like just looks like this big open track you can drive anywhere, and you really can't. You got to kind of stick to that line, even though there's plenty of room, and you can see how wide this track is. There's room in the corners to go 2 wide, sometimes even 3 wide. But the speeds are so fast, and we'll see it tonight at the exit of the back straight, which is, I mean, if there is probably a redeeming quality about in my opinion, about this track. It's definitely I can't even say the name. I think it's Cygnus, which is the turn coming off the back straight is just a right-hander, and downforce cars is flat, and I don't think the GT boys will be tonight. A little lift probably. That corner's so fast. We should see some action there tonight, and it's so fast that if you get it wrong, it ends usually spectacularly. Sometimes in the wall if you can get out there far enough.
Yeah, it really depends on how much speed you're kind of through there. As you see, Grayson Head go through Senior right now. The other interesting thing, that is the only track, one of the few corners I think on this track where the white line is not the track limit. It's the curb. So you can actually carry a lot more speed into it than you'd think. So it'll be interesting to see what happens through there. But generally, at least in the GT3s, it's like a big no-no to go too wide into a fast corner. So, yeah, kind of curious to see how all that pans out.
Yeah, I hope we get to see it happen tonight, though.
For the stream's sake, you know.
For the stream, we want to see it.
For the content.
The P2s won't be as drama through there, right? Because they're pretty much flat out. The real drama for them will be the next corner, which is awkward in itself. And then all that redeeming quality after you just sent it around a flying right-hander goes away, and you have to go into this monstrosity of some sort of hairpin that I don't think anybody can ever figure out how to get through it.
Look at the mix-up though in the top three here on these GT3s. It's kind of crazy. These guys are all over the place.
Yeah, probably getting some guys just now starting to get their laps. First push laps on first actual lap on the board. It's a long lap.
Yeah.
I forget how long of a lap it is here. But the chicane over 2 minutes, one of the longer laps we do. Besides the
absolutely.
Also had a factor in tire warm-up. We were talking about that. So the track is progressing. That's what the track condition is right now. Let's see if the session info thing works for me. Yeah, there we go. So we got weather and track temps for you now, so you can see them. So nice. Weather's 22 degrees. Track is at 39. So I don't think tire warm-up is going to be a huge issue.
It's hot. Okay.
So I'm a Florida man. That's like every day to me, but I get it. It's hot for you guys.
It's a hot track. It's a hot track.
For Europe, that is very hot. Oh, Grayson Head, yeah, probably feeling it on those tires now.
Testing the limits of those boundaries already.
Yeah, I feel like with that track temp, like, yes, of course, you have the ability to get a super fast hot lap in, but, I mean, you really only have that for, like, a few laps, you know? And then it just gets weird after that, I feel like. Because your tires are never going to cool down, you know?
Yeah, and then now we get into the strategy part of the conversation for tonight. Who's going to make it to the one stop, if it's on the board?
Yeah, man. That would be crazy.
Pop up. Impressive time from Parker.
Yeah, 206.6. Grayson Head, I think, invalidated when he went wide there. So.
Yeah, he definitely.
Wow, Lil P. I mean, I gotta fucking keep an eye on him. I gotta fucking track him down on the next Thursday race. Are you kidding me? He has been doing great this season.
He had a good run last night. I expect to see the same from him tonight.
Yeah, he's been doing fucking awesome, man, this whole season, and it's been great. And I definitely want to chase him down at some point. I mean,
I don't know why he doesn't run the cheeseburgini though on Wednesday nights.
I think he does. It's just yesterday that he tried something a little different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had that livery that he can't even explain, but it looks
I
cool.
saw something on the stream last night, and I was like, "What is that? That's not the cheeseburgini."
Yeah, but I mean, it looks cool. I want to know what it is. But yeah, definitely not cheeseburgini.
For a one-off race for a little B there. Get on in. Get the sponsor mixed in.
Wow, the Meowmobile, dude. Yeah, come on. The Meowmobile coming in hot.
Ferrari, this if there is a track for the Ferrari, maybe this is it.
Yeah, maybe it is, man. I mean, because it is not the devs.
I literally listened to Basic Ali. I tuned into Basic Ali's stream this week, and literally the moment I tuned in, it was him going, "Heck, this Ferrari!"
I bet.
And I clipped it. I sent it to them. I couldn't have tuned in any more perfectly. He was so. It wasn't at this track. He was so upset with the pace of the Ferrari with whoever he was racing. I just could not help myself. But I know these. Jeff made it work pretty well last night, and see what Josh can do tonight. He's provisionally pole sitter right now. But I mean, these guys got a couple more minutes left, right? So I don't think that time's gonna. It could, but I don't think it's gonna stick.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? There's not a lot of time on the table here, and obviously, Avi and Willie have both gone out.
Oh, you didn't say Willie. He's just gone to the garage. I saw a yellow flag. Not sure if that's an error. Avi Ganti? Oh, he's gonna go out again.
He might be rethinking that. He's not gonna have time to get a flyer in. Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah,
he's just gonna park it.
That's a session done. And take a look at what happened then. Going down to turn 1. Ooh, oh, really on edge. That's what we like to see. Unfortunately, that's not what we like to see. The Porsche
I think when he got behind the corner a little bit and tried it, and it was once he was behind, the car was always going to oversteer.
We're seeing a lot of yellow flags pop up all of a sudden as these drivers start to really push it. Avi Ganti just showing it. Oh, looping it at turn 5.
Yep.
Commentators.
I think, I think that track temp is starting to get to those tires. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Only something happening.
So who's gonna dare push in the race? Are these guys gonna just use the tires up and then just take fresh ones at the stop?
I feel like you have to. I feel like you have to take freshies, right? I mean, with the track temps, it's not going to be conducive to taking a single set on this long race.
Josh Popov has had a yellow flag and pit. I'm not sure whether he just stopped or he had an incident.
But he did go faster.
He did not.
He definitely did.
We went faster. He was behind Willie. Now he's ahead of Willie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's going to try to get a lap in now.
Yeah, well,
Dakota right in behind.
He is going through
Willie
senior
there?
right now. I don't know if he's going to make the checkered flag in time. He has to make it before the 13-minute mark. That's sort of the cutoff for GT3s. Oh, yeah, a couple of people just ending their laps.
Guillermo has not put in a time yet.
Guillermo, I don't think is in the server. He's been in the garage this whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's out of this race.
Yeah, that's strange. Did he didn't mention anything earlier, did he? He just hasn't shown up.
No, that's exactly what it appears to be.
Okay, good.
Of course, you entrant to the Thursday class, of course, coming up from the Wednesdays and deciding to try out the Thursday race a bit, Preston currently. In the McLaren, up in 16th, not doing too badly. Okay. Considering his usual car is a Lexus. Not sure why he's in. Speaking of McLaren, Cody Botello has found his way up to P1.
He sure has.
I just saw that he just popped in at 2:05.7. Is Avi on track? I don't think he is. Is he out there?
He is. He is on track.
Man, that's a good time. That's got to be like the 101%, right?
I don't think Avi's got to be on a lap. If he's not on a lap now, he's not going to get another one.
He is on one right now. He's showing purple sector 2. We'll see.
Yeah, he's purple in 2. He's down about a 10th.
Yeah, he's down about a 10th on his best lap.
He's going to need to find almost 3/10 here.
Yeah, easily.
On Dakota, that's asking a lot.
The Dakota...
He's fast. If anybody can do it right down the grid, it's probably this guy, so let's see what he can do.
Yeah, our pole sitter for last night's race. I'm sure he can pull another one out of his bag if he has to. Although I'm starting to think those 2X tires are catching up to people a lot earlier. Oh, Dakota Botello has spun. So that's ended his quali.
Dakota knew there was more on the table, so he was pushing for another.
He's
Oh,
got
Aviganti does
a
get it.
good lap in though.
I said he needed 3 tenths. He got 5.
Jesus!
Wow,
What
what a
are we
lap,
doing?
Hector.
What are we doing here, guys? What the fuck just
Flex.
happened?
I'm gonna go home now. See you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez.
So a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Aviganti managing to catch pole position in the dying moments of GT3 qualifying. 205.547. Well done to you, sir. Dakota Botello
he's got the pole, but he's not away from trouble. Dakota's gonna be right there on him tonight.
Take a quick look at what happened to Dakota, maybe. Okay, replay cooperatively. Yeah, he's now probably had some traffic? Oh yeah, I think he just hit traffic and just aborted.
I wonder if he had any more in the bag.
It certainly did look like. He was down on the first, but I think he had a decent second sector. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that traffic might have gotten to him in sector 2, so I guess we'll never really know.
It's tough to get a clean lap sometimes, you know. Sometimes it comes down to that.
Those were great laps for the boys. I mean, they really were. At this track, and obviously, no one's a fan. I mean, those are seriously good times. It's got to be in the 101%, right?
Yeah,
I have no idea what reference point is for.
The reference lap, I believe, is a 2040. For qualies, I think a 2034.
Good lord.
Yeah. People are crazy good around here. I, for one, do not understand.
I wonder if that's on like an ideal track temperature, though. It's hot. It's hot here tonight.
It is
very hot.
It's very hot, yeah.
That might be like a pristine 20-degree track. This thing is cooking tonight. We're going to see it.
At the middle of a hot day in southern France.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound that bad when you put it like that, dude.
No, I mean, it sounds pretty good. Like, I kind of want to be there,
Like, I feel like I kind of need some grapes and some cheese and some...
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, yeah, he'd give you a little wine. I mean, come on now. Come on.
Get a whole spready going,
Of course, yeah. That whole charcuterie bullshit, let's go.
Yeah. Oui? No? That's what I got, guys.
Oui?
P2 guys just getting out there, putting their faster laps in. You'll see the pace start picking up here.
Yeah, on the second lap.
I think it's gonna be the same, man. I mean, these guys are gonna warm up their tires, and they got about 2 or 3 laps to get a good time in, unless they come back out later. But I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think, Nitin and Jesse?
Well, I'm looking at their sector times right now, and they're already getting there, getting close to sort of what you'd expect from a normal quality lap. So I'd say, the tire warm-up is definitely not an issue. Joris Butkus are putting a lap 153.3 on his first lap on cold tires. So, yeah, these guys are having no problem getting up to speed. It's gonna be interesting.
Have we seen Joris in an LMP2 yet this season? Is this his first?
He did do Le Mans, I think. No, it was Interlagos. It was Interlagos. Him and Landry were trying to go for the win on the 2-stop, and Greg managed it on the 1-stop just about. I do remember that race.
Gotcha. Okay, so he's a brand new LMP2 driver, but I mean, as fast as he is in the GT3s, you'd expect him to be just as fast in the P2s here. And Landry should give Greg some pressure here tonight. And we confirmed there's no ballast tonight.
I am pretty sure there's no ballast tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't heard otherwise. I just
Dakota
heard
was only 2/10 off Avi with ballast. That would be very impressive for Dakota.
Yeah. That would have been a hell of a lap time. Joris, I think, also he prefers the prototypes. So both Joris and Landry are more prototype drivers than GT3 drivers. So the fact that he's that fast in the Porsche is kind of impressive.
The wound, thanks. My ego was already about as minuscule as it could be, but it's been crushed.
I say.
That will be the first time. Won't be the last time.
The Eurospot is coming up to the line again. He is gonna be way faster this lap. 150.745. Holy crap! The LP2s are fast around here. Michael Landry right behind the 51.1. We'll wait to see what kind of times the others do. Nate says it's a
I'd put a good time up. Yeah. Impressive from Nate.
Rest of our field is still taking some time tomorrow. James Rubio with a 58.3, so taking a little bit longer to get everything up to speed. I think, yeah, we have 8 LMP2s tonight. That's interesting. Who's missing? So I don't see Michael. And Michael Kwan, Hans Montes are 2 missing that I immediately spot. So no Pepperoni P2 tonight, unfortunately. But
it's unfortunate. We don't have any AAB either.
We don't have AAB. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to order pizza then. I mean, if he's not on the grid, what else can I do?
Yeah. I mean, do you really need an excuse to order pizza though? You just do it. Right, 55.1. Ooh, Rick Castorian is not exactly far off. 3/10 of yours. And E2. Let's see, 4 and a bit minutes to go. And it's Chris McLennan. Coming through Sector 1. Gonna be... goes to the... Oh. Okay. That looks more like technical issues than anything else, but alright.
Yeah, it looks like McLennan having an issue running off there.
Oh. Gonna be an LP. This is gonna be an LP2 issue. Okay.
Well, these guys got that temperature in their tires now, and I saw in the chat. I'm guessing that's Hayden. H Big 58 if he is high. He was commenting earlier about how high the track temps were. We're not going to see peak time tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter exactly what times they're going. I think we're going to see good racing either way.
Yeah, we've got a pretty close top 2, then like top 5 within a second of each other, and with traffic on this track, I don't know how much of that is representative anymore. We did see quite a lot of that happen in sprint yesterday, but that was a 25 GT3s. We don't have quite as many today.
I mean, these guys are 15, 16 seconds a lap faster. Easy, so it's not going to take them too long to get around and catch traffic here. Yeah. They make a lot of time up at the end of that straightaway going flat, and the arrow on this car actually works pretty good this track. I'm sure it's probably actually more fun to drive it in a P2 than it is a GT3 tonight.
Well, I mean, Greg doesn't seem to like it too much. A couple of others seem to like it, so I think it's very much down to... It's a mixed bag, the flow in the track, regardless of whether you're in a P2 or a GT3 by the looks of it. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Usually you'd expect the P2s to make every track more interesting just because of how fast they are.
Yeah, also there's some tricky like late apex blind corners, and it's definitely harder to see and spot those things out of the P2. Yours got a little bit of a handful of that lap.
Yeah, and he has gone back to the garage. So that's gonna be his quality done. Oh my god, he's huge!
Wow, yeah, no, guys, I think these track temps are starting to affect these guys a little bit here.
I think the strategy might have been to do two qualies. I think these guys got their tires cooked by the end of the session here.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of cars in the pits.
Rubio as well, showing a yellow flag. Now, is this because he's done with Squally? Yeah, he's done with Squally. Nothing too serious there.
So yours is in. Michael Landry's in. Our top two are in the pits.
Yeah, so that way the only contender, so to speak, is Greg Cacciatorian.
Yeah. I wouldn't sleep on old Nate Sykes down there either. He's a good racer. He can put a time in.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Also in LMP2s, yeah, I've seen it's less about how fast you are and whether you can make it to the end, really.
I raced with Nate in a previous league when I came over. I didn't necessarily bring him, but I said, hey, check out this stuff. And he's been around for a little bit while, and I've seen him in GTs and prototypes before, and he's a heck of a racer, especially in prototypes.
Got Avi fans on the chat tonight. Hello there. Yeah, he's done well. Like, he's just come into this league and blown everyone out of the water. So
yeah, he really is an alien, man. I mean, he's got great times. He has just had some super unfortunate races with us here, but he's definitely a top 3 contender. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think it's been his races where he started he did almost an alien lap time at Interlagos and Quali, then got taken out lap 1, and then kind of fought all the way from the back. And then the next time he raced was at Sebring, and then he won the second race he did with us. And then he did, he also won the Multiclass in Sebring. And then yesterday he was second, only because Hayden came back. Hayden came in with a great drive to that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg putting in a time. Ooh. Oh, wow, that was close.
200s off of pole position. Greg Cacciatorian. I think that's all he had. Just had flashing lights.
Oh, wow.
Towards the end. That's a great lap from Greg, right?
He must have knew he was close.
Yeah. That's curtains on the LMP2 qualifying.
Yeah, Landry ended up getting P3. Nate did improve a little bit there. No, same lap.
More or less,
and then James be your top 5 there. Ryan behind him, Brian Crane, McClellan, and that's it. Just 8 P2s tonight. A little bit low on attendance tonight, but there's some good pace in those cars. There should be a good battle throughout that. It'll be fun to see them come through the GT traffic for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, and we will be bringing that to you. We'll take a short break here to let our drivers get warmed up and set for the formation lap, and so please do stay with us. That's not smooth. Alrighty. Are just about ready to get underway. Joris Butkus and Greg Kachadorian leading the way, leading our field to the start-finish line. Gentlemen, I want to ask you an honest question here. How many LMP2s do you think are making the finish?
Ooh. Over under?
Yeah.
5.
5. Tuna?
You think 5, really? Man, I think there's only going to be a couple that drop out, so I'm going to say 6.
You know what? I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say 6 because it's a wide track. Like as long as you don't get too impatient in sector 1 or 3, you can pretty easily pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, these guys are coming around the last corner here. Gonna be starting to get formation. GT3 starts are gonna be tricky, so we'll keep an eye on the field there too.
Yeah, we will see as we do have green, and we're underway. We're seeing a lot of cars going wide.
GT3 just came around the corner as they got the green.
Yep, Joris.
Good start.
Yeah, good start from Joris. And it comes down to the first corner. He's well ahead. Michael Landry has also managed to get past Greg Kachadorian for a moment as he goes off track and has to kind of slow down to get back on. Greg Kachadorian goes around him and Joris as well. So Greg Kachadorian takes the lead coming out of the first chicane. Okay, Nate Sides has also made his way up to third. There's a lot going on further behind them.
Yeah, Greg, a resident Ford driver. Let's go. Come on now.
I drove a Ford too, Tono.
You do now. When? When is that? You have driven a Porsche with us.
I have a Bronco.
Recently. Oh, you drove a Bronco at home?
Yes.
Well, okay then, sir. Welcome.
What are we going on from one of the LMP2s? I'm not sure who that is. The sun's making it a little bit hard. Further back, we've got a 3 wide in the GT3 field. We are not going to miss that. We've got Dave on Dave action as Nick Johnson of the Cheeseburgini has been there as well. So
2 wide through the chicane.
Yeah,
and now you can make it work. Let's go.
Still 2 wide.
Always good racing here. There was always good racing here. Come on.
Oh, as Gage Galvin has gone off there in the background. In the Japan, in the Japanese
Dustin's
Lexus.
trailing back a little bit. We got another car kind of lipping. That might be the other Dave.
Oh, Josh Popov has had a moment. We will get to that. Where is he? Oh, I think he's just gone wide at turn 9, or at Le Bousset. He is gonna come out right behind Machinelli. Or is that a rejoin right behind Machinelli?
Easy to overdo it on the cold tires, you know.
Well, the LMP2 field more or less kind of settling down. Dakota Botello has got the lead. Aviganti has dropped to 4th in the GT3 field on the first lap.
Avi must have had an issue. We didn't catch that, but sorry, folks. But Dakota getting out front, good for him.
Go back and look at the start of the GT3s. I hope nothing. I mean, as long as nothing too crazy happens over here. Everything's.
I don't see any. I'm looking for cars with damage right now. I just don't see any. I mean, maybe it was a mistake from Avi.
Maybe, yeah. And that's. We're gonna go back and look at that real quick. So this is at the race start. Dakota and Avi both side by side. You get the green flag. And I think Dakota just jumps him. Oh, it's a very clean start from the GT3.
And then now Willie's swallowed him up too. Maybe just maybe snoozing a little bit on the start. Yeah, he just got swallowed up.
Willie kind of got past. Is there anything more? Ooh, riding that curb really hard, so had to slow up on the exit, I think, and that's where Grayson Head kind of got past, and I can pretty easily imagine Grayson getting past after that.
Well, he'll have his work cut out for him tonight, but this should give us a good show. See if Avi can make his way back through these 4 cars in front of him. He's got a good run on.
You say that, and immediately Willie has a bit of an iffy exit. That's going to give Avi all the initiative he needs to maybe get alongside. No? Choosing to hang back. Okay. Avi's playing the long game here.
Tires are just coming up to temperature now for these faster corners. these are the ones where they can get exciting.
Yeah. Further up,
Pretty well behaved.
Nick Johnson has had a moment. Sorry about that. This is just now, so it shouldn't. Can jump back to the live. Oh,
yeah, we'll bring it to you live, folks.
Yeah, there we go.
Man.
That's our first car through the fast right-hander.
Put it on the wall. Put it on the wall.
He has to keep it
up.
up.
Those
Let's go.
lines too.
I said that wall was out there, but I mean, you can get to it.
It's definitely in the realm of possibility. It's got a few packs forming in the GT3s. The LMP2 field has spread out, folks. You're not missing anything there. That field is nice and evenly spread. We will probably get.
I wouldn't say Greg's comfortable yet out there. He's got a. He's just managing that gap with yours right now. They both might be thinking the long game already.
Yeah, I mean he's still got a second up though, and you got to think, man. Like at this track especially, that might be pretty comfortable. But I hope he doesn't think that that's the case. You know what I mean?
We'll see what kind of lap times you start seeing from these GT3 leaders to see who's pushing.
The Dakota
talking about
last lap was a 2.0, so that's clearly cold tires. He's got Grayson Head not too far behind him. Grayson doing well to kind of make Dakota a bit uncomfortable here. Not really letting him get away. Further back, we're seeing a few good wraps further back. Ooh.
That's a fun camera view with the vibrations from the track. I like that.
Yeah. Josh Popov looking at Dave Carter, looking to make a bit of a comeback after running wide on lap 1 and losing a bunch of spots.
Is he all the way down to? Did he fall down to 20th? Wow.
He's in 12th.
That's overall. He's 12th
that's
overall.
That's surprising.
He's got his work cut out. He can get back up there though.
He definitely can, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I choose to believe in the Kitty Ferrari, but I don't know what to call it. I had to come up with the name on the spot.
No, it's the Meow car.
The Meow
Kitty
car,
Ferrari.
yes.
We all do.
You know who's running in a good spot right now? It's Richie Wood.
Yeah, Richie Wood in 7th place right now.
7 in class.
Yeah, he's put in a lot of practice this week, I think. So it's great to see him.
A good start
there.
for him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see him get off on the right foot here.
Yeah. Further ahead for the G3 lead right now. Grayson Head is closing in on Dakota Botello slowly but surely. Maybe making use of that draft a little bit. Wonder if Grayson
or are we starting to see a difference in strategy here? Are either one of these guys starting to think about that one stopper?
Everyone's pretty even on virtual energy right now in the GT3s. Similar.
Yeah, it'll take us
P2.
a couple laps to see.
See a couple of P2s try to fuel save, but nothing too crazy. Only a couple percent up. Although, yeah, of course, at this stage of the race, it's kind of hard to tell anyway, because we only had what 8 minutes of running. We will see how that strategy evolves as we go on. Grayson, meanwhile, is still half a second behind Dakota. Maybe you think he'll be thinking to just stick in the draft and cruise a bit, considering it's so hard to overtake. Even if Willie and Avi catch up behind him, the chances of them actually getting past are pretty slim. We're seeing.
I mean, I can't resist a good opportunity to fuel save.
I know exactly who I'm asking the question to. Ooh, big spin. Who's that?
No,
it's Dakota Botello.
That's Dakota.
Dakota Botello has spun. Oh no. That's going to drop him down the order. Our GT3 leader has spun out at the fast right-hander of Senior.
Senior delivers. I knew it would be good.
Yeah, so that makes that 2 cars dead at Senior right now. So far this race. I'm sure we'll see more as these guys start to really push and get some wear on these tires.
Wait, what are the track temps at right now?
We can get that real quick. Track is at 29 degrees, so...
Oh, so
okay.
Yeah, that's a lot more reasonable than what it was in qualifying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So these guys definitely got to be pushing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the G3 lead, Grayson and Willie are battling it out. Grayson, inheriting the lead thanks to Dakota's moment at Senior, is now got Willie, who we know is not afraid to throw a move or two, an opportunistic move or two, and make it stick. So we'll see how this battle develops. Are you saying
he's got a reputation?
I am not saying anything. I'm just saying, you know. Look, our best performing short is of Willie Mangrum making some beautiful overtakes. I'll just say that.
No, I've seen Willie make some sweet moves. I didn't expect him to start thinking about racing Grayson because he's got his mirror full of Avi and that Lexus. There's a menacing car to be looking at, and Avi's just right there under his wing.
That's so much pressure when you're in that situation, as you can't take unnecessary risks because there's someone right there to punish you if you take too much risk. There's like every move has to be so much more calculated than when you're just, maybe coming back from a bad lap or two or a bad qualifying and you're around people who you're much faster than. So Willie handling this sort of slightly different situation well so far.
Took that corner a little wide.
And Grayson's really kind of
momentum.
Yeah, Grayson's struggling a little bit out in the lead. Yeah, it makes me think that Dakota's draft was helping him out a little bit. Ooh, they're getting real close.
That was close. That was close.
Grayson really slowing down. I'm not entirely sure why.
I don't know if Gamer banded her a little bit, or if they were genuinely. I thought he was going to be in his bumper.
Yeah, and that again comes back to the discussion we were having qualifying. There's only really one good line through here, so the instant you go offline, it's like you're scrambling to get back on it and you'll lose so much pace immediately. Maybe that's what we were seeing happen there at Grayson for a second.
Yeah, looks like he's got it back under control though. It may have just been some, just an inherent understeer in the car. It just looked like the car just washed out in that faster section, and Willie was able to keep the car online and pull up close. But like I said, it's hard to get it done here.
Just had a yellow in Sector 3. That was Gage Galvin having a moment through... I keep calling it turn 10. I'm too used to the layout without a chicane. I forget what turn number it is now, but the left-hander after the double right-hander in Sector 3. LMP2 traffic is starting to filter through the back of the GT3 field now, so we can go ahead and check in on them. Ricard has done well to hold on so far. 1.8 seconds the gap to Joris. So, feeling very comfortable in front after not being very happy about this track earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's definitely pulling away.
But it's not really over until, the pit stops come up, so we'll see how that pans out.
Do we expect these guys to be doing 2 stops tonight?
I think that's the consensus. Although we're about 13 minutes in. They're already almost at half their fuel burn. So, I would say 2 stops.
It's not like they can make it. Well, or at least nobody's trying.
Yeah, not yet. I'm seeing Joris and Landry do a little bit more fuel saving, so we'll see how that pans out.
Andrew is. Looks like he's right on the... Not in a bumper, but a couple car lengths now.
Yeah, I think the GT3 traffic has allowed him to catch up to Joris here.
Yeah.
They're making their way.
I think Joris just got caught out there. A couple moves. Tough place to get it done. You saw right there in that fast sweeping hairpin.
Yeah. One further back we have. These 3 are still at it. Willie is trying to really make himself visible in the mirrors there. But
Willie's throwing some deeks in there.
For Grayson Head, though, I've raced
He's
Grayson
still at it. This is just a little major look.
You gotta love the game.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, Willie, Grayson's not going to fall for that.
If Grayson wasn't faster, he would have loved to stick that corner in.
Yeah, and if he didn't have a Lexus right behind him who can overtake him at a moment's notice.
Yeah, as they say,
Yeah,
He's riding around in the catbird seat. You know, these two are battling right in front of him, and you know, if they go side by side, he's going to be just drooling at the opportunity to clear both of them. You're seeing it now. He's already starting to mix it up a little bit.
I wouldn't call it desperation because it's so early in the race, but it's more just, I know I'm faster than you, and I'm gonna let you know that every single braking zone, just to try and get your attention. Over the back, we're saying, okay, we're gonna have to go back to the LMP2 field for a moment because they're going, they're getting pretty dicey, and Greg Cacciadorian has dropped to third.
There was everything going on.
Yeah, Greg Cacciadorian has dropped to third place. I wonder what happened there. As Joris and Landry, yeah, they managed to get past him. We're gonna watch them get through the GT3 leaders. Whew. That was pretty close from Landry. They're saying it on the outside. It is the safest way to do it, but it looks so wrong. Oh, Greg!
Oh, Landry!
Contact for Landry and Joris, and Greg's back in the lead. Oh, GT3 traffic plane.
Oh, yeah, he has a commanding lead now. Wow, what happened there?
Unfortunate.
We can go back and have a look. I think it starts with Joris because he's up ahead.
Two separate incidents. I think that.
So yeah, Joris gets past Patricia Fernandez. Landry's trying to maybe send a move, but Landry just has that moment.
Snappy.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Wrong place, wrong time for Joris, really. He didn't really do anything wrong there.
Such a good battle.
Yeah.
Langer was trying to make it work, and it didn't. It's unfortunate to see. It was eating up.
Now what? I mean, Greg has a how many second lead now?
Yeah.
The car behind. Back there, though.
Greg is, open up a 6-second lead. Nate side. Nate side has managed to sneak his way up to P2. Patricio Fernandez kind of getting mobbed by the P2s here. Michael Landry is gonna draft Nate Sides down the straight to the chicane.
That's Fernandez and the BMW.
Yeah. And Landry's going to send it around the inside. Nate Side's trying his best to hold around the outside, but Landry had that moved on. So making sure... and then spins for good measure. Oh, dear.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Nate Side's dropping back to 5th place. Ryan Billings a little behind him, so he's got a bit of breathing room.
These guys, none of these guys are spun on hot tires. We've seen it happen before to these P2 drivers. Once you cook the tires, it's hard to get them back to temperature.
Yeah, Greg's got to be careful here. He definitely has a commanding lead, but passing these other cars, these GT3s here, he definitely has to be very careful because all he has to do is stay consistent.
I just got around Grayson pretty nicely there, and he'll be clear now to start a fresh lap. And he's going to have a big lead by the time these guys are able to clear these GT cars.
Yeah, Greg has just managed to clear the entire GT field. Joris, I believe, has another 4 GT3 cars to get through, as does Landry. Apologies, that should have been the other one. Gage Galvin is in chat, gave it up. Completely understand, Gage. Completely understand.
No, yeah, I saw that.
Another raving fan of Paul Ricard.
You know, yesterday's stream, I had put in the description, can we find a single fan of this track over the course of the next 2 days? I don't think we have. Oh, Joris spins again.
Oh my god.
My point.
Is that James or yours?
Oh, we've got a bigger...
another casualty.
And Grayson Head as well having a moment. It showed yellow flags, but it looks like he's recovered. Okay, yeah, we're... So that might have been a false alarm. Yeah, Joris... Again, once those rear tires go in the LP2s, they're gone. Just can't get the temperatures down anymore, and that's got to be rough.
Greg, almost 9 seconds now, and about 18 seconds to yours. So take care of your tires, Greg, and just put some tunes on and go cruising, man.
Yeah, and we're gonna go. Where's the rest of the battles happening here, folks? The top 3 GT3s have remained unaffected through the LMP2 traffic so far. And yeah, I know the instant I say that, we're gonna get some LMP2 action right there, just to spite me.
Yeah, I think James is gonna be coming through them next.
No, I think that's Yoris and then James. They're both running the spike livery today.
Oh, tell them apart.
Right, some camouflage there from Yoris. Trying to...
Indeed, right? Posturing. It's James. Good strategy, James. Make the fast guy run your livery and see if you can mess Greg up a little bit. All's fair.
Yeah, LMP2 leaders have gone through now. Got a few more LMPs to clear these guys. But James Rubio being pretty respectful to Sector 1.
Yeah, you can literally see him backing off so early so that he can just stay on the proper racing line rather than put the car off the line to clear another driver. That's just how precious that line is.
Yeah. Well done, Rubio. You're keeping out of the way of the GT3s. Nate side's now going past him. Oh, they're gonna bunch up at the chicane. I thought for a second there, well, he's gonna go into the back of the LMP2. But everyone managing to keep it civil.
Yeah, he's that's just the nature of traffic. The move's got to get done. Sometimes it works to your benefit, and sometimes it works to your detriment. And unfortunately, really, they got stuck between them because that's put Avi right back on his bumper. And I was just gonna say, like, he had a little bit of breathing room to Avi, but that's gone now.
Oh, and you say that, and now it's really gone as Willie has spun out. So that's gonna be a few positions lost. 2 positions lost there as Aviganti and Casey Jackman managed to get past him. So Willie is the first victim of Le Bousset, I believe, today.
He tried to Charles Leclerc himself right there, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Ferrari fans everywhere, cover your ears.
PTSD from that corner. That's where it all came around. That's another story for another day.
Yeah.
Kate said, "Thank God I bought beer before the race."
Yeah.
Thanks, Kate. Bring some up to the pantry. We'll take some.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got a traffic jam in the last corner.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Trying a move in the final corner and getting spins himself out on the throttle. You hate to see it.
I don't know if there was contact there. They were very close. I don't know if Popov got help.
I think it was just like bouncing off that final curb and getting on the throttle. The car is too unsettled.
Does and will happen. That last curb is very inviting, if you would, to use it. You gotta be careful about getting the power down on it.
Forest had another yellow. I think that was the one we saw. We have seen pretty much all of the LMP2 chaoses across the field. Out in front. Oh, now Aviganti has a clear road to P1. Grayson Head has done well to stave off the pressure from Willie. Now he's got to face off against the Lexus, though. So we'll see how this goes. To the back. This is probably one of the closer battles on track, though. So.
Casey Jackman is just hanging back there, just a couple seconds.
Yeah,
just letting this all play into his strategy. He's right there now in 3rd place. He's just a couple seconds behind these guys. And any of these guys slip up or these guys battle or touch or knock each other off track, he's going to be ready to bounce.
Yeah, and Willie and Dakota as well, not super far off. Willie's about 5 seconds behind this battle, and Dakota's 6 seconds behind. So race has still got a long way to go. So we'll see how whether they can use their race pace to maybe come in and still influence this battle somehow. Yeah, P1 is.
We saw Dakota had that incident earlier, and for the championship, Willie was really in a good position though.
Yeah,
to get a few points there. Now that's been erased there. Now, 12th and 13th. What is that? 5th and 6th in class?
Yeah, they're so Willie's in 4th and Dakota's in 5th.
4th and 5th. Now, yeah, they're racing each other now. So
yeah,
battle back on.
Yeah, battle is definitely back on for the championship.
Who's been doing the best with the VE here? It looks like Willie was doing pretty good with it.
Yeah, Willie. Willie's on 25% as he crossed the line last lap. Everyone else is in the lower 20s. He's our VE leader alongside Dustin Rand and Dave Harris. Dave Harris just dropped down to 25. He just crossed the start finish. So it read 32 for a second there. I was like, wow, that's some really good VE saving.
It hadn't registered his lap yet.
Yeah. Ooh, the LP2
battle. Squeeze it in tight there. Grayson's going to be pounding the steering wheel out of frustration in his rig right now, I promise you. Get out of our race, you P2s. I'm trying to win.
Yep, been there. Josh Popov has spun again in Sector 2, coming onto the Mistral Straight. Commiserations, Josh. That race clearly not going.
Such high hopes for Josh Popov tonight.
Yeah, he had a great qualifying.
About that,
yeah, I mean, dude, he did have a good time starting out here, and we hope that he was going to be up in the mix. But I mean, I guess that's just what Paul Ricard is, right? It's a mixed bag, and you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's tough place here. It's tough racing, and he's trying to. Well, he's not the only Ferrari, is he? Is he the only? No, we have one more Ferrari. Trying to hold it down. Trying to hold it down for. I was going to say trying to hold it down for the Ferrari fans, but I think they're Dave Harris.
Dave Harris is, I believe, the other Ferrari. Jeff Arroyan is not here.
Oh, okay, tonight. So we got two.
Yeah.
We got two. Then.
He's not the only Ferrari, but they are few and far between. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to interrupt you there. Dave Harris is not the only Ferrari. Josh Popov has DNF'd. That is a retirement.
No.
Yeah. You hate to see it. We are very sorry to see that pop off. Yeah, Paul Ricard finding yet another fan tonight. As these two still going at it. Aviganti's definitely got the pace, but does not have the room to make a move happen on Grayson Head here. Grayson doing well. Oh yeah, that is.
He's got
really,
a fender.
Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Aviganti really forcing the issue now.
Wow,
and
going inside,
they are still side by side.
Okay.
And Casey Jackman's gonna look at this.
Oh my god! Oh
no. That's not how you want to see that end.
Yeah, and Casey has been there the whole time, just as Jesse was saying.
Yep, and that's Casey Jackman up to second place. Aviganti drops only to third, so he's going to be annoyed by that, but he's not lost too much in the grand scheme of things. This battle is not over, folks.
No, and we got pit stop still to get through, so there's going to be some variance here. Unfortunately, I mean, I didn't see any ill intent on either car right there. I think that was just two cars going for the same spot at the same time. You know, good hard racing sometimes doesn't end so well. Fortunate to see, but good battle to watch, and it's not over yet because, you know, I hate being right, but you know, there's Casey right now.
Yeah, there you do. Yeah, so now the GT3 battle has kind of not going to be probably decided in the pit stops, as these two, Grayson Head and Casey Jackman, are within touching distance of each other. Aviganti not too far behind either, so we'll see what they do on strategy. LP2s have come into the pits. Greg Cachadorian has exited pits. He's 33 seconds ahead of James Rubio. Of course, the other leaders have not pitted yet. Michael Landry just about entering pit lane now, behind Nick Johnson. Joris will be following him in, I assume. That car in the wall? No. That's just a funny thing about the track.
These P2s actually did stretch it very far. They should be good to go on the one stop then from here, no?
May just be, yeah. So
very interesting. And our GT leaders will probably be coming in this lap as well. They're probably somewhere about a minute away from the pit stop.
Yeah, Grayson and Casey just making it through the chicane on the back straight. Yeah, they are definitely going to be coming in this lap. Aviganti has just put in the fastest first sector of this race so far, at 35.1 second per sector. So yeah, he is annoyed. That is one way of putting it. he is coming for that position. He's not giving up this fight, folks.
I don't think your best strategy is to piss Avianti off here.
Yeah, no, he's fast, man.
He just responded. It's tough to get your head back in. When you're racing and you have an incident, you're trying to shake it off and get your head back. And that's exactly what he just did. He put his head down, and he's been banged out the fastest lap, and he's right back up in the battle again. We're not done with Avi, that's for sure.
Yep, as the GT3 leaders are now going to be coming into the pits. Meanwhile, as we see them come in, everything looking pretty orderly for now. Casey Jackman has dropped a little bit. Aviganti has gained a huge amount on pit entry there. That's impressive.
Guys, I gotta take a work call real quick, and I will be right back with you.
Life happens.
See you, Tuna.
Wow, he gained a ton of time in that pit entry. I hope we don't see a drive-through. We do look like we have a drive-through.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Please don't be a drive-through. So Parker Thomas comes in. So most of the GT3 field in. Dustin Reynolds. Oh, whoa! What was that on pit entry there, Dustin? Dustin Reynolds and Preston Renty.
Might have had a Jurassic adventure trying to find the pit lane entry there.
That's it. It almost looked like he couldn't engage his pit limiter or something. That was a very strange pit entry. Preston Parenti managing to get past him in that phase.
It's caught me before too. The pit limiter only works in these cars in first gear in this game. So if you're used to other games where you just stick the pit limiter on and leave it in one particular gear, it's easy to speed in.
Ooh, as we speaking of pits, Aviganti has managed to get ahead of Grayson Head and Casey Jackman. Oh, there? So
I think what we're seeing here is maybe Casey took tires and they didn't.
What I would think, Avi probably not taking tires, Grayson 2 tires, I would think, to make it to the end. And Casey taking all 4. So, yeah, I would think that. I would definitely think that they are taking different tire strategies. So this is going to be a bit of a race to watch till the end. Someone in chat put, by the way, that Landry, your shoes are untied, which I think is hilarious.
Don't say that to him. He's in second place. He's having a good race right now.
Yeah, the LMP2 field, by the way, we haven't really covered them too much apart from, when they were lapping the field. 38 seconds the lead from Garrett Cachadorian to Michael Landry. He's really stretched that out. Although Landry has managed to save a lap of fuel, so we may see a 1-stop versus 2-stop situation here. So if that does happen, then it's going to be very close.
Landry has a lap in hand?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a big gap, but that's interesting. I don't know what the sort of.
Ooh, Dave Parker! No! That cheeseburgini. Yeah, Dave Carter getting
Parker
tagged
looking for his time on the broadcast. I don't think Dave's too happy with him.
No,
He's letting him know with the old flashers.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Richie Wood has made hay where the sun shines, and managed to get past Parker Thomas. These guys are... Okay, I'm not sure if Parker has stopped yet or not. He did stop. I did see him in the pit stop. It's just not a VE indicator. Is that
trying to tame that Lamborghini? I mean, that thing is fast, and I'd like to see the guys take the challenge, but holy, that car was sideways.
Yeah. Going back to the leaders. Recent head. Oh! Oh my god!
Oh, that's.
I tuned in at... That is not a replay, that is live. I tuned into Grayson's head to see, okay, how's he doing? And he
Your camera work
immediately
is
goes and does
impeccable,
that.
sir.
Impeccable commentator scores.
That's a sniper shot right there. That's what that was.
Yeah, great.
Didn't put on Grayson. You hate to see it. Oh my goodness.
Grayson, I am so sorry. It happened with Casey last week. It's happened with you this week. It's just every time I look at the GT3 leaders after a pit stop, they're just cursed. Avnashkanti benefiting from that little bit of commentator's curse. He's now
Catching up
14
with timing. Did Grayson lose the position?
No,
to Casey?
he's still 8.5 seconds ahead of Casey. That's the wild part.
Why is Casey so far back? He
I
shouldn't be
think
that
it's just
far
tire
back just for
warm-up.
tires. Oh,
Yeah.
Tire warm up. Yes.
Tire warm-up. Our track has dropped to about 24 degrees now from what, 29? Yeah, as we head into the
39
night.
in qualifying.
Yeah.
The Scorcher qualifying.
Yeah, so those fresh tires will take a while longer to warm up than you would think. It's only 5 degrees, but to anyone who has not had much experience with the LMU cold tires, it makes a huge difference. The tire warm-up is significantly different, but...
He said 5 degrees. That's not 5 freedom degrees. That's just 5 degrees.
That's 5 European
That's
degrees.
5 degrees Celsius. For those that don't speak Celsius.
For those that think Celsius is a drink more than a unit of temperature, yes, that is a pretty big difference. That's what 10, 11
I'm
degrees
back,
down.
guys. Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back, Tuna.
You said Celsius, and then Tuna.
And Tuna shows up.
Oh, no way.
How does that...
Wow.
Man, Tuna,
You
you
were
missed...
literally just having a Celsius conversation, Tuna. I'm not kidding. You missed out, though. But
Wow.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
got
no,
enough
I mean,
Celsius
honestly,
around
that
you.
was probably, that was a little bit of a calling. Let's go here. We love Celsius here at OOFS. Just saying.
We've seen a bit of a shake-up in the GT3 pit stops. Tuna, by the way, you missed the most impeccable, Jesse's words, not mine, impeccable commentator's curse snipe on Grayson
No.
in the history of this broadcast.
He literally put the camera on him, and it killed him instantly.
No. Oh, you hate to see it. Man, the commentator's curse just sucks. You know what I mean? And you can't do anything about it. It's just shitty.
Yeah.
That sucks.
You know, you think you're having a fine race out there. Everything's going great. You're just cruising. You're working your car. And unbeknownst to you, the inside the booth put people down.
I'm here just complimenting a guy,
right?
and
it is
he goes and...
Let's be clear here.
It's the wild part. It only happens when I say something nice. Jesse says something nice, nothing has ever happened. When I say something and they instantly throw it on a wall. They have got to be listening. They're stream sniping me at this point. This is ridiculous.
Well, Willie's got his mirrors full.
Yeah, Willie's not made a big friend out of Lexi tonight.
Everybody running wild on that corner. Did anybody play track limit?
As that's Ryan Balloon and Michael Landry. I think they're fighting for position as well.
They're going to go inside and
oh my god. Inside, Jesus Christ.
Everybody's fighting for position here.
Race for these guys.
Yeah, you start talking about Celsius, these guys get all antsy in their pantsy over here.
Of course, they need to drink more Celsius. I think, personally.
Okay, that was wild. For about 10 seconds. Holy moly. They're still going too wide behind them.
Yeah, Ryan Balloon and Michael Landry are giving us a bit of an LMP2 battle. But that seems to have cooled off.
Some of these guys have had enough. They're mad inside those cockpits.
Those battles have cooled off, so let's move on to another one. Richie Wood holding off Dakota Batella.
Yeah, that's what I was spotting in the background. Dakota has been putting his nose in left and right on Richie, and you can't get around him.
Yeah, Richie has been super consistent. I mean, he's put in a lot of practices this week. And honestly, I mean, we're all so surprised to see Dakota back here. But I mean, that just goes to show that practice does matter. With Richie just being able to hold him off.
Yeah, no interference there from that prototype coming through. I think that was Nate coming through.
Yeah, it's Nate's sides. Just driving through, just minding his own business. And get through that.
Yeah, interesting that Dakota and Willie Witcher, they both had some issues, and they were running nose to tail at one point. Willie's managed to get around those cars of Richie. I think Dave's in front of Richie right now. And get around those two, and Dakota hasn't.
Yeah, I think. Well, Willie was ahead of Patricio Fernandez, who is currently sitting in fourth and GP, so he's lost a position through the pit stops. I think once again it's just tire strategy. Some people taking tires, some people not, and that.
We haven't had that camera on Fernandez all night, and he's quietly crept up into, just snuck right into that P4 position.
Yeah.
You know, I do want to say, guys, that
up 6 positions.
I have been asked to give the Celsius flavor tier list.
Oh yeah, I was seeing that in chat.
I mean, why the heck not? Everybody loves a good tier list.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, is that, you know, so one, I buy these Celsius Essentials, right? So they're a little bit of a bigger can, right? And they have 270 milligrams of caffeine, other than the normal 200 that I think regular Celsius has. And with that, I love so it's more colors than what I know by flavor. So it would be the blue one, the green one, and then the red one, which I believe the green one is let's say green apple. The blue one would be blue raz, I believe, and then the red one being dragon fruit. And those are going to be my top 3, just so everyone is very clear on the Celsius top 3 list here. What do you guys think?
I've never even had a Celsius.
I mean, it's me neither.
Guys, come on. You gotta. You guys can go to any 7-Eleven, right? And you got to get the essentials though, because there's so many flavors of just like actual Celsius, which are the smaller cans. They're very thin, tall cans. But if you get the Celsius Essentials, it's almost like a tall boy, if you will. You get one of those, and one of those flavors, right? Just green, blue, or red. And it will change your life. It doesn't make you sick like a rain would or like a bang would, and I don't know. It's just it hits different. It hits good. You know, we love our caffeine here at OOFS, and we love our nicotine. So just saying, guys, come on, you gotta try.
Funny part is I'm very much in for the caffeine, not for the nicotine, but yeah.
I'll take the caffeine. Yes, sir. But Dakota must be drinking one of those because he finally found a way around Richie there.
Yeah, just sent it really well around the chicane. Richie would done well to hold on that long. I think they're offset on tires. Dakota has got fresher tires. Also, Gage in chat saying, I love that instead of the flavors, Tuna just blesses us with the colors of the cans. Keeping it simple, you know? Simple for the people.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to give
I mean, but think about how many things,
I don't read the cans, guys.
No, but think about how many things you had as a kid. And, like, you didn't know what flavor it was. It was like you got a bag of candy, right?
No, you didn't.
A bag of candy, you're like, here's red, blue, green. I don't know what flavor it is. I just know that I like the red
Thank
one.
you, Jesse. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah. You know what? Skittles had to go and mess things up and name their flavors. Before that, you just had like colored candy. You're like, I like the red ones.
Exactly. Same thing as M&Ms, and you know, you had the push bops, and you had the baby bottle pops, baby bottle pops. So you know, I mean, it's all the same here.
Yeah. I do love a simple...
I did used to drink Bangs, though. I did used to drink that.
I used to as well. I mean, I actually stumbled upon
the curse strikes again.
The Dave battle from New Jersey ends with Dave Paganini going spinning around. Would you say that's an accurate depiction of New Jersey traffic?
General sir.
The general.
I think that was self-inflicted on the curb, though.
Yeah,
I think Dave was trying to keep it nice and tidy, being the good general he is, and might have got himself a little bit.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm reading the chat. This is absolutely ridiculous. Tuna, I thought tobacco ads got banned in racing. Yes, I'm sure they did. I'm sorry. I did not.
We haven't said any brands, have we?
My nicotine use.
We just said nicotine. We didn't say anything specific.
No, we did not. We did not. I'm not out here fucking smoking heaters and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just, putting a little pouch in every once in a while.
Also, Gage in chat saying less than a month from hitting 2 years no nicotine. Let's go, Gage. Proud of you, buddy.
No, that's great, dude.
That's
I'd
tough.
love to hear it.
Also, Tuna, how dare you? You're talking about nicotine in front of this poor man who has put so much effort.
I know. I'm torturing him, dude. I'm sorry. I should not have come here tonight.
See, I used to like nicotine. The thing is, I replaced my nicotine with caffeine.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And then at one point in my life, I just discovered the source of caffeine was coffee, and I just got straight to the sludge.
Yeah, and I mean, for the general audience here, right? Like, I'm an alcoholic, right? So I am in recovery with that. So nicotine and caffeine are not a big deal to me. Like, it's literally anything that keeps me off of, the bad stuff, right? So of course I will promote it, but I don't mean to shed it in such a glorious light, I guess, if you will.
That is quite the rationalization I've heard for someone promoting tobacco. That's hilarious.
No, it seriously is though, man. I got two vices, and that's it. It's caffeine and nicotine. That's it.
Yeah. Nice and simple.
I tried to quit caffeine. It was an awful experience. I don't recommend.
Yeah, I mean,
I recommend it's these two guys. Leaving the cameras right here, because these two guys are having a heck of a battle.
Yeah. Down pull in, and then Willie Mangram giving us a little bit of fireworks in the G3 field. About 8 minutes to go. Where has the time gone? A moment ago,
the track got dark.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the track got real dark. As we were having a nice little chat about Celsius and tobacco and colored Skittles of all things. But,
if we could get there in 45 minutes, guys, think about where we can go in a 24-hour race.
Oh my goodness. The 24-hour streams would just devolve so fast. So fast.
Wow. And again, in the chat, right, Tuna is going to have the first Kodiak-inspired livery.
What's Kodiak?
Oh, I'm for it. Good call.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, do you know about the Kodiak?
No, like Kodiak, Alaska? What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, wow. Thought you were nicotine, man.
Oh no, I was a Copenhagen kind of dude.
Oh, you were
until I went to the pouches. Yeah, I was a Copenhagen guy, right? For many years, and then I went to Velo, and now we're doing the nicotine pouch thing. I can definitely see the misunderstanding there, but I do appreciate the comment in the chat there.
Wow, we are looking at this battle. We've got a battle for the lead at GD3s in the middle of all our conversation that we've had so far.
Battle for P2. Avi's still out there a bunch, isn't he?
Oh, Avi's still. Oh yeah, Avi's still out there. I kind of forgot.
He's so far out there, you forgot about him.
I legitimately forgot. Just 20 seconds out in front. Can you really blame me? I know you can, but humor me for a second here. But,
Grayson has fallen into the clutches of Casey, which I think we might have thought was going to happen with the offset tires. It's happened a little sooner than I expected. Maybe due to Grayson's earlier mishap.
Wait,
But look for this Corvette to have the tire advantage. He's got it already. Wow, look at this.
Did we get some Parker tires out there? What's going on here?
I think Grayson took Parker tires because of the stop timing differences.
All right.
For the unaware, Parker tires.
That is the early theory that yes, he is on a Parker strat.
Yeah.
For those in the audience who don't know what a Parker strat is, that is when our own Parker Thomas, who is currently riding around in what, 9th?
He's P9, yeah.
P9 in class. He likes to take a little bit more creative strategies, like Ferrari F1 team with his tire options, and just mix up the tire selection when you go out there.
Yeah, which in theory should work, right? But currently, as this sim sits right now, it does not work.
It does not. I mean, you can kind of make it work, but you have to be really...
asking Ferrari if their strategy worked or not. It depends which fan you ask.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
If you're asking like a Red Bull Mercedes fan, they would say it's a perfect strategy.
You know, the Parker tire strat, funny thing is, it kind of works, but you really have to be selective with where you use it. Like
yeah,
always...
I think it's going to continue to be better and better as time goes on and updates come out. But just as it sits right now, it's just you're taking Parker tires and oh my God, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, you really don't know. That I think is the whole Jeopardy aspect of it.
I had to explain to him the rule. I did take a Parker strategy once and it worked pretty well. But it has to be, getting impatient a little bit.
I think Grayson got all out of shape there.
I don't know.
I think he expected a dive bomb as much as we did. Grayson had going very wide at turn 1, but still
I think they both went at the same place at the same time. That said, excuse me, and stepped out of each other's way. No, after you. No, after you.
Further back, Patricia Fernandez has had a moment.
Oh no, he was having such a good run.
Yeah, so let me take a quick look. Oh, yeah, runs really wide.
A little wide.
Yeah, and Dessler, Billy, and Dan pulling through.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah, okay. I think just had a bad corner or something. Yeah, he's just gonna lose that position to Dakota on the straight now. I don't know if the replay goes on.
All those guys are right on top of each other.
Yeah.
They've been kind of running.
Yeah, Dakota just kind of sending it, and Fernandez not really fighting. That's
yeah,
really...
I mean that just goes to show how much you can give up on this track. I mean, with how far Dakota has dropped back, it's super unfortunate, but it is hard to gain those spots back here.
Ooh, it's great. It goes very wide at Senior, and also going very wide at Le Bousset. Those tires are not happy. Those do not seem like happy tires, as Casey Jackman does.
Sniper reload. Grayson's trying to hold together and stick to his bumper, but I think he's fighting a losing battle here.
Yeah, Casey Jackman, clearly the tires have now, crossed that window. And he has managed to get ahead of Grayson. Looks like our entire GT3 field. So, Ali's just crossed the line. Where is Greg? We've kind of forgotten about our leaders in both classes here.
There's an LMP2 race happening too, somewhere out there.
Yeah, somewhere. All the gaps.
There it is.
We only captured bits of it. Greg captured over in 40 seconds ahead of Yoris, who has managed to work his way back up to second.
That is a crazy gap. But also Greg being the resident, Ford driver here. Obviously, I love it.
No, Ford made an LMP2 car.
Oh, don't tempt them with a good time.
Yeah, Greg just taking advantage of misfortune of others. Mostly, but also a great pace from him. His energy looks like he's good to go to the end. I don't think anybody's in stint trouble here except maybe Ryan.
Dude, it's so funny because we have all heard how he hates this track, and he has just had this commanding lead for God knows how long now. So, I really wonder what he's thinking. You know what I mean?
Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die.
Yeah,
And speaking of which,
yeah, for sure.
that's Michael Landry running a little bit out wide of the big sweeper.
Gonna be right behind Parker Thomas. Gonna get past him without much issue, I think.
Oh, that was actually coming out of the
First sector, yeah.
first sector, yeah, not the. This track,
Yeah,
That's why
everywhere looks the same. It's so hard to tell.
Every freaking quarter looks the same.
I remember someone told me that they would do Le Mans and then they'd forget where they were on track. They're almost falling asleep. And Paul Ricard kind of does the same thing to you, but I think with Paul Ricard it's also the lines. The lines in the runoff hypnotize you almost. Thinking that it's
just another thing that makes this track so tough to drive. We're getting a great battle here with Dakota.
Dakota and Dan going side by side.
Yeah.
No, Dan Pullen doing very well to hold it around the outside there. Great stuff. They are going to come up to the penultimate corner. These two so badly. Oh, Dakota is having a snap or something. Forced to back out of it. He's going to lose a bit of time. Ricard is taking the final lap of this race. So this is the last lap, I think, for...
Yeah, timer's at zeros now.
Yeah, it's just hit 0. Avi Ganti is leading our GT3 field by 23 seconds.
Just on the back straight now.
Yeah. Him and Greg are both, I think. Greg is just ahead of him.
Oh, Greg's ahead of him, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so these two are going to take the checkered flag at the end of their lap. So this has been a great race from them. A couple of LMP2s pitting at the last lap. Ryan Balloon and Nate Sides.
Oh, Ryan couldn't... Yeah. And Nate couldn't get there, unfortunately.
Yeah. A couple of people struggling with
James
energy.
too?
Oh, James? Rubio's on... No, Rubio has a drive-through.
Oh, he has a drive-through, okay.
Yeah, so that might be why he's in the pit lane.
That's unfortunate. I wonder if that's going to cost him spots.
Yeah. That's going to allow, I think, Michael Landry to kind of keep P3 and yours to keep P2. Ryan Balloon with a quiet race, which I think is the best that he could have hoped for, given all that we've seen. P4
Greg in the
him.
last corner now?
I do believe he is. Greg Cacciadorian is going to cross the line and win the round 6 of the Multiclass Championship. Get in there,
Nice
Greg.
race,
Great try. Behind him, Avi Ganti is going to round the final corner to take the win for the G3 class. So that's
2 leaders back
wins
to back.
in a row. Yeah,
Great
2
race
leaders
from
back
Avi.
to back, 2 wins back to back for Avi Ganti, making a strong statement in this league. Well done to you.
Yeah, we all know that he's had the times to do it, and now we're just seeing it in person.
Casey Jackman is going to come in to finish second.
Good race
Grayson
from Casey.
in third. Yeah, great race from these two. Grayson doing well to hold the lead for so long, but just ultimately I think the tire strategy didn't work in his favor.
No, and too much pressure from Avi. I mean, he was just under constant threat. Good recovery from Willie. Willie had an issue in that fast hairpin after the back straight.
Dakota Patel with another one of his trademark race endings.
Of that car.
Our card has found a third fan, folks. So,
I love it.
Yeah. So further back, the rest of the finishers, Dan Pullen in 5th, Dakota Botello we saw with that impressive display in 6th, Patricio Fernandez finishing a nice 7th place, despite having a bit of a moment on the final run. Richie Wood finishes 8th. I think that's his highest finish in the Multiclass.
That's a great finish for Richie. Good on you, Richie.
Great stuff for him. Parker Thomas in 9th, and Dave Carter doing well to come home in 10th place, rounding out the top 10. Well done to you guys.
A great finish.
A good recovery from Dave Carter. He had an early issue, I think, with one of the Daves or something like that. It's good recovery to see him get up there.
Back in P11, Preston Parenti in his first race, coming in 11th. Really well done from him. That's not
there you go. Got to get it across the finish line.
Yeah, in the McLaren, in a completely unfamiliar car as well, so well done to him.
Easier said than done in these endurance races. It's 55 minutes. It's a long race.
Absolutely.
Dave Paganini in 12th. Dave Harris in 13th. Justin Rand 14th. Matthew Kennelly in 15th. Nick Johnson 16th after that. No, he got a drive-through yesterday. And that rounds out our finishers. 3 non-finishers in GD3. Wait, who's that? Who's revving? Is that Richie?
Yeah.
Richie's doing a little bit of donuts.
Ripping some donuts, dude.
He's
I
like,
love it.
yeah, I had a good race.
He's
Burn
a
it
happy
down.
camper today. Yeah.
He's here for the people, guys. He's here for the people. Giving them what they want.
Yeah, and Dustin Rand as well. They're doing his customary donuts.
You love to see it.
And he's gone to the garage. 3 non-finishers in GT3. Josh Popoff, Gage Galvin. Only 2 non-finishers, excuse me. Guillermo Perret never took the start. In the LMP2, we had Greg Cachadorian, Joris Butkus, and Michael Landry on the podium. Starting to really become a ham-bot war situation here with these 3 on the podium. And
what's that going to be? A cack butt land?
Cack butt land. That's quite the sentence. Rand Balloon in 4th place, as you mentioned. Nate Sides in 5th. James Rubio 6th. Brian Crane in 7th, and Chris McLennan in 8th place, rounding out our LMP2 field, all finishing today. So neither of us really won the bet, but good job to our field. Throwing us wrong.
Wow, I was epically wrong.
All right. Now, let's get our LMP2 podium finishers, or whoever's in chat, up to reboot.
Let's do it.
Whoa.
Oh,
whoa.
Mr. Greg.
Mr. Greg. Nobody else is here from the LMP2s. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna.
They got in their jets and got out of France real quick.
Well, I mean, honestly, I do have a question for Mr. Greg here, and that is, you got that commanding lead, dude. As a respectable Ford driver, how did that make you feel having that lead?
It was relief.
But also, you hate this track, so like,
I do.
what was going on in your head?
Well, I got that big lead because I was really lucky. I don't know if it was caught on the broadcast, but
it was caught.
In the span of 1 lap, I caught traffic at the worst possible spot, and I immediately lost 2 positions.
Synced it,
and then we caught a gaggle. It was a gaggle of P2s and a gaggle of GTs going through a gaggle of a corner, and it ended how you thought. Yeah, I got really lucky. So from then on out, all the pressure was off. It was just try not to think too hard about what I was actually doing. It's just imagine me being done with this place forever.
And you love Ford racing.
About Costco hot dogs?
No, but I am now.
And you love Ford racing.
It was a great performance, Greg.
Thank you.
Yeah, we all love Ford racing here at OOFS. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
And
feel free to ping the rest of you guys. I can wait around because it sounds like they had a very eventful race. So
they did. We caught so much of that. I still don't see them. I'll leave it up to them if they want to hop in. But I managed to drag in Ryan Balloon here. Ryan, nice finish there, P4. You saw a lot happen in front of you and behind you and around you. So talk to us about your race. How was that drive?
Well, to start, a race where you have to manage is really not that fun. And believe me, the first stint I was managing, the Goodyear tires were, they're durable, they're strong, they got good grip, but they're not going to go the whole distance unless you look after them. So I was trying to keep off the throttle, keep steering inputs minimal. Had pretty good tire life going into the first pit stop, and after that, I just tried to keep on pace with the top 3, and was not able to. I ended up having to pit last lap for a splash and dash.
Dang, that's a bummer. You came up short.
It was, I think it was by about 2 liters of fuel.
Oof.
I want to say though, I think everybody but the top 3 came up short because I was late in the race, and at one point we just saw a whole gaggle of LMP2s coming into the pits.
And I don't know how that fuel was saved. I figured I at that pace at least, for me to save that much fuel, I'd have been running into 2 minutes.
Well, it looked like a good race from you. We didn't catch too much of it on the cameras, and that's a good thing because if you were on the cameras tonight, it was usually not because you were having a fantastic event or moment. So good on you, Ryan. Great race.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And we do have Joris Butkus in the booth now. Joris, that was one of the races of all time. Talk to us about your race. How was that drive?
Yeah, literally what you just said. One of the races of all time. I don't know. Like, things happen, so it's fine. I was just having a good time, just hot lapping or whatever. I don't know if I enjoyed that much fuel saving in 55 minutes. That was a little bit extreme for my liking. And we saved too much because we were fully expecting like 30 laps, not 29. I don't know. It was good. It was fun to like go between the GT3 cars and stuff. I was trying to be cautious and not destroy anyone else's race. But yeah, I don't even know how I ended up P2 because I died and then I died again because like my tires were like at 60 whatever percent.
You just died less than everybody else except Greg.
Yeah.
So that first crash or whatever killed my tires, and after that it was just like meh, So I don't know. It was good otherwise. So
it was a recurring theme that once we were keeping an eye on temperatures tonight. That we were especially concerned once it got super hot. But it actually looked like the track cooled down. But once those tires get hot.
Yeah. No, that wasn't an issue. When I figured out I had like laps left, I pushed towards the end, like went a little bit faster. It was totally fine. So. But yeah. So Greg OP. Don't forget the ballast next time.
We'll do our best. But
so double ballast? Is that what I heard?
Double ballast for him. At least
double ballast. Got it. Copy that.
I think it maxes at 255, so might as well do it.
Yeah, I mean it's Coda. It won't make a huge difference for me.
No, it's not like there's a big straight or way or.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll at least give me the excuse to suck. So.
Well, gentlemen, congratulations once again. That was, even though it was one of the races of all time, you all did great. And I'll let you go back to the voice chat now.
All right, thanks, see you guys.
Thanks.
See you.
Love you, Tuna.
I love you.
Bye.
I'm in love with you.
Me too. The rest of you guys are cool too.
Sure. Alrighty. Well, that was fun.
Let's get these GT3 guys up here, huh?
Yeah, we need to get the GT3 guys up here. Alrighty.
The entertainment for the race.
Yeah. So that's Grayson. And Casey's there too. Awesome. Up here. Gentlemen, welcome to the post-race interview. You're all pretty familiar by now. So congratulations on great race from all of you. Your battles were pretty much one of the highlights of the broadcast. So well done on that. Let's start with you, Grayson. Did really good to hold on to the lead for quite a while in that first stint, but just tire strategy didn't seem to quite work out in the end. Talk to us about your race.
Yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to save as much fuel as everybody else, and it turned out to be true. But fortunately, I got ahead and was able to kind of bunch everybody up and make people fight. And then after my pit stop, I spun and cooked my back tires, and then that was just kind of it for my pace. I was just trying to hold on to what I had after that.
Yeah, I will say sorry for that. I tuned in right as you lost it, so you can blame the commentator's curse for that spin.
The commentator's curse was strong tonight. Avi, you did not take tires at the pit stop, is that correct?
Yes, I didn't take tires, just fuel.
Yeah, so when you hurt those tires at the end, they were probably really crying by the time you got that checkered flag.
Yeah, I think just had to manage tires and fuel the entire race. Wasn't the easiest, and it was tough battling. But yeah, just try to manage it, keep my tires alive, and then set some good laps. But then fuel became the issue, so I was just managing that to the end as well.
Yeah, good on you. Impressive times out there, especially for having used tires the whole second stint.
Yeah, thanks. I think the cooling track helped as well. So just once I kind of cleared my fuel, I just said, okay, I'll get some gap to the cars behind. And yeah, it was tough. The first stint had a really bad start. So yeah, just need to figure that out a little bit more, and then hopefully come back stronger in the next race.
Were you snoozing on the start a little bit, or did something not your pit limiter not come off, or like what happened? It just looks like you got totally ate up on the start of the race.
Yeah, I'm not sure. When I turned the corner, the game said go on the pit limiter. I did, and I saw I think Dakota on my left. He got P1, and then I was just like, and then it switched. So it was weird. I think it was on me, but yeah, just couldn't get on the pit limiter fast enough.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna be awkward for you guys coming out of the that last corner there with where the green flag drops. I figured half the field would probably still be turning.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to switch that quickly. I mean, I haven't done a practice start with the LMP2s here, so that probably factored in. But yeah, not ideal. It wasn't great to go from I think P1 to P4, but yeah, I think it was a ton of fun. Willie had good pace, Dakota had good pace, racing had good pace. It was like everyone was quick. It was just figure out my fuel, figure out tires, and then make the pit strategy just work out.
Well, we like it when you go from P1 to P4 back to P1 because it provides good entertainment. So we have something to talk about. So good on you, man.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Well done. Congratulations. That was a great race.
Yeah, great race, guys.
Yeah, Casey, coming to you. Did you take 4 tires at the stops? Because we saw you kind of run with the tire. You were a little bit slower coming out of the pits and also on your first couple laps.
I wanted to be super safe and just take 4 tires. So yeah, I decided it would just be better for the overall strategy just to kind of take 4 tires, deal with the warm-up for a lap or 2, and then once I figured out my fuel and everything, I could just kind of safely push and see if I could hunt down anybody in front.
Yeah, we weren't sure if you're gonna be able to catch Grayson, but you definitely caught him in time and got around him. We figured that battle was gonna come to you at some point. So, I mean, the strategy seemed to work from what we saw.
Yeah. The first stint I really wanted to kind of gauge what was happening, whether it's a full push or if we were trying to save a bit. I was really looking after the tires, making sure not to slide or have any spins, and it kind of paid off. But I just didn't trust the degradation on the second stint, so I opted to just be safe. It was a really good fight between Grayson as well.
Yeah, and it was great to watch. Gentlemen, once again, great race. Congratulations on the podium. And
and hey, Casey, last question, just for me personally, I'd love to know where you're from. I feel like a lot of other guys would too, just because, we're all from all over the place. But obviously you're down in the Caribbean, I believe.
Yeah, small island, a small twin island, just about like neighboring Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. That is awesome. That is awesome that you found us and you're here doing what you do. And you're so fast too. Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Great job, guys. I will let you get back to the voice chat now. So here you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Well, gentlemen, that was a hell of a race. For a card, even though we all have very mixed feelings about that track, clearly. Still delivered a pretty good race, all things considered. So
Absolutely.
So can I get some closing thoughts from you, starting with you, Jesse? What do you think?
Well, I mean, crap track, great race. It's OOFS. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a great race. We've got a good core bunch of guys. We got pace all up and down the field, and the guys have people to race with, which means we have people to broadcast, which is great. And if you made it this far, great to you. And if you're thinking about racing, please come join race. The more the merrier. But no, just great action from the field. I'll go back and reiterate my claim about the P2 finish rate was way off. I'm super glad they all finished. Love to see it. Love to see most of the cars finishing. So all together, I thought it was a great show.
And Tuna?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna piggyback off of Jesse here. I mean, it was it was and it always is a great show to see these guys race. Um, I don't have any outlying info on that whatsoever, but it's just great to come see these guys race, man. I mean, it is so much fun every time.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just agree with the two of you. Yeah, it's always fun to watch. No matter the track, no matter what sort of race it is, we have a great community here, and it's always good to see these guys go race hard but clean. And yeah, if any of you are thinking about joining or coming in and having some fun with us, links to Discord and SimGrid are down in the description. Do join. We are more than happy to help you out. And with that, we've been OOFS. I've been Nathan, joined by Jesse and Tuna. And we will see you for the next race.
Good night.